Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. Jaya Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Acharya Ashtatarashata Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Nama Acharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Primsekaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopi Go Shamakund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan ki jai. Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Mayapur Navadvip Dham ki jai. Mathura ki jai, Yamuna Mai ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai, Samaveta Bhaktivinoda ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 13, The Appearance of Lord Varaha. Mīmāṁsataḥ tasya brahmaṇaḥ saha sūnubhiḥ bhagavān yajña-puruṣaḥ jagarja aga-indra-sannibhaḥ mīmāṁsatas tasya Brahmā saha sūnubhiḥ bhagavān yajña-puruṣo jagarjāgendra-sannibhaḥ mīmāṁsatas tasya Brahmā saha sūnubhiḥ bhagavān yajña-puruṣo jagarjāgendra-sannibhaḥ mīmāṁsatas tasya Brahmā saha sūnubhiḥ bhagavān yajña-puruṣo jagarjāgendra-sannibhaḥ Bhagavān yajña-puruṣo jagarja-sannibhaḥ
mīmāṁsatas tasya brahmaṇaḥ saha
sūnubhiḥ bhagavān yajña-puruṣo jagarjāgendra-sannibhaḥ mīmāṁsatas tasya Brahmā saha sūnubhiḥ bhagavān yajña-puruṣo jagarjāgendra-sannibhaḥ mīmāṁsatas tasya Brahmā saha sūnubhiḥ Mataji's. Iti mīmāṁsatas tasya Brahmā saha sūnubhiḥ bhagavān yajña-puruṣo jagarjāgendra-sannibhaḥ ati mīmāṁsatas tasya brahmaṇaḥ saha sūnubhiḥ brahmaṇaḥ-puruṣo jagarjāgendra-sannibhaḥ. Iti, thus, mīmāṁsataḥ, while deliberating, tasya, his, brahmaṇaḥ, of Brahmā, saha, along with, sūnubhiḥ, his sons, bhagavān, the personality of Godhead, yajña, Lord Viṣṇu, puruṣaḥ, the Supreme Person, jagarja, resounded, aga-indra, great mountain, sannibhaḥ, like. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. While Brahmā was deliberating with his sons, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Viṣṇu, roared tumultuously like a great mountain. Purport. It appears that great hills and mountains also have their roaring power, because they are also living entities. The volume of the sound vibrated is in proportion to the size of the material body. While Brahmā was guessing about the appearance of the Lord's incarnation as a boar, the Lord confirmed Brahmā's contemplation by roaring with his gorgeous voice. And the next text. Brahmanam harshayamasa haristamscha dvijotaman svagarjatena kakubaha pratisvana yata vibhuhu. The omnipotent Supreme Personality of Godhead enlivened Brahmā and the other highly elevated Brahmanas by again roaring with his uncommon voice, which echoed in all directions. Purport. Brahmā and other enlightened Brahmanas who know the Supreme Personality of Godhead are enlivened by the appearance of the Lord in any of his multi-incarnations. The appearance of the wonderful and gigantic incarnation of Viṣṇu as the mountain-like boar did not fill them with any kind of fear, although the Lord's resounding voice was tumultuous and echoed horribly in all directions as an open threat to all demons who might challenge his omnipotency. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadahmayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shiyutav Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Prajana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jigatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nama Om Viṣṇu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Dhanavirga Swaminiti Namane Nama Om Viṣṇu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Distarni. So we're reading about Vraha, the transcendental boar. And Viṣṇu Chitta Prabhu isn't here, so that means I can speculate all that I want. When the cat's away, the mice come out to play. My spiritual master once said that. We see that the demons are afraid of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but the devotees are especially enlivened. They hear his roar. So Vrahadev, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the form of a boar. And usually a boar isn't seen as something very beautiful, a boar or a hog or a pig, these kind of animals. If they're a baby, then of course they might be cute, like almost any animal when it's a baby. That's the power of Maya. She can entrap one into the bodily concept of life by so many things, like the cute little sounds of the children or babies, or the way that they look. It's got the cuteness factor alluring the living entities. But usually hogs and pigs and boars are not attractive or beautiful. But the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whenever he appears, he's not appearing in a ordinary material form. Janma karma chame divyam evam yoveti tatvatah tyaktva deham punar janma na eti mam eti sorjuna. He has his divyam. It's a transcendental janma appearance or birth. It's not a birth like just coming out of a womb and crying and being gross, but he appears in his transcendental spiritual form as a spiritual boar who's, I can't find Srila Prabhupada describes, throughout the Bhagavatam, there's verses that compare materialists to hogs, dogs, camels, and asses. So I think all those words are probably fine to use in the Bhagavatam class. Lord Rahadev, he's the most badass individual. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of a better word, but it's really true. He shows up in this original spiritual form, and he's tough. He shows up, he just talks smack to this demon, beats him up, saves a beautiful lady, and that's pretty much it as far as we hear in the Bhagavatam. He saves the personality of the earth. So he's like the real, people get interested in superheroes and all these things, but Vrahadev is the real one. So he appears like this, and we just heard yesterday how he's coming out of Lord Brahma's, the original, the first material being in the universe, the first creator. Lord Vrahadev, he doesn't appear in a normal way, but in the first created being, the first being that he creates in the universe, Lord Vrahadev, Krishna, in this boar form, appears actually out of his nose in this small form, the size of the tip of a thumb. And then that form gets bigger and bigger, and Brahma, with other exalted personalities, are guessing at who he may be. And they say, maybe he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Viṣṇu. And right after that, Lord Vrahadev confirms it with a tumultuous roar louder than the roar of mountains. Mountains are also living entities. There's many different kinds of living entities, 8,400,000 species. So we see mountains are also living. So the demons are afraid when they hear his roar, which is tumultuous and echoed horribly in all directions as an open threat to all demons who might challenge his omnipotency. But the devotees are enlivened. Harshayam asha, they're enlivened to hear him. Just as a side point on Lord Vrahadev and how awesome he is. Krishna, he's the original OG. And when it sounds funny, but that's kind of a common thing people are interested in, at least in my generation and the one after it, when we go to colleges and distribute books. People are like this topic of gangsters and hood things and rap music. And so I was also very interested in this. So we can see, though, that Krishna, he's the original OG. He's the Adi-puruṣam, as Brahmā actually describes. And puruṣam means the male, or the predominator, or the controller. So he's the man. He's the original man. Some people see someone who's really cool and they say he's the guy. But that's Krishna. So whatever people are attracted to in the material world, and it sounds funny comparing Krishna to the OG. OG means original gangster. So it sounds funny comparing him to that, but it's actually the fact. And we can see when Srila Prabhupada was here, sometimes devotees would preach with analogies based on things that were popular and trendy at that time. There's a lot of hippie analogies used. There's stay high forever and all these things. And we see that Srila Prabhupada did say that we should distinguish ourselves from the hippies. Even though many people were joining at that time that were hippies, and it was a popular thing, he didn't want devotees to appear as hippies.
But still, since I was in the pop culture at the time, you'll see different places where some of that terminology is used because it's relevant to the times. Like I think in the Dharma Way of Transcendence book, there's a chapter called Seeing the Truth and the Free Light, or something like that. So I don't know if anyone knows how that chapter title came about, but it seems that the devotees who are working on the book get some suggestions in the way things are put. Maybe Srila Prabhupada just made up the title himself based on something in a verse, I don't know. But yeah, people are interested in this thing. There's so many movies nowadays about gangsters, and rap music is like the most popular music. Pretty much everyone likes it. But the original is Krishna. So he's the OG, he's the Adi Puruṣam. Whatever someone's interested in or attracted to in this world, we can see that it's there in full in Krishna. Like, I remember going to different movies, and there's a King Kong movie. So people are interested in hearing about these giant animals that do some crazy feats and fight different types of beasts and monsters and whatnot. So Krishna is that original animal. When we hear